our problem statement is, given an array, say num, which is sorted and in non-decreasing order, you have to remove all the duplicates present in it such that only the unique element will appear only once. And we will not be changing the relative order of the elements which are originally available in the given array. And it will going to return the number of unique elements present in the array. Assume the number of unique elements present are k. So what we need to do is, we have to change the array num such that first k elements of this array contain the unique elements in the order they were actually present in the array initially. And remaining elements of nums are not important. Whatever elements, let it be there, and as well as the size of the num. At the end, I should return k, which is nothing but the unique number of elements or the count of how many unique elements are present in the array. Now, for example, if I consider my input as having elements like 1, 1, 2, so I am expecting the output to be 2. What is 2 here? The total unique elements present in this. So 1 is repeated, I can take it as 1 count, and 2 is 1. So total 2 unique elements are present. And my updated array should contain this 1, 2. I am not worried about what is coming up next. Similarly, if I take, for example, another array like 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. So here I have 4 unique elements. So that's what I should get 4 here, which is nothing but the k value, like we have said here. And the updated array has to contain 1, 2, 3, 4. And after this, it may contain any number. Now let's understand the logic. Assume we have taken a array holding certain number of elements, and then we are going to call a function, say remove underscore duplicates, by passing this nums array. So now when I'm reaching this definition of the function, so nums is going to carry this entire list of elements. So to start with, I'm checking if the nums do not contain any elements, then it has to return 0. Now what we have done later, we have taken I and j, where I and j are set to 0 and 1 respectively. Like here you can see we started I with 0, and this for loop which begins with this range function where we begin with 1 and we goes till length of nums. In this case I can say 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 elements are there. So this is your 6. So range will produce 1 to 6 means 1 to 5, because excluding the last end value. So here I value will be 0 and j value will keep track of each of the element present in the array. Now when we iterate through the array using j for each element, we will check whether it is different from the element what we have already in index I. Now if the elements are different, then I will increment the I value. Here we are incrementing the I value, and I copy the element of index j into the element of index I. And so that what this will do, it is going to move the unique element to the front of the array. After the loop ends, I will be the index of the last unique element. So what I will do is, towards the end, I am going to return I plus 1, which is nothing but the number of unique elements present in the array. So now let's take an example. Let's say here we have started, my nums is holding these elements, that is 6 elements we have, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Okay. Now when we call this function, we reach here and your nums is holding these 6 elements. Now when I get into, first of all, as I said, I am verifying whether my nums is holding any element or not. If it is empty, then I'm going to return 0. So as in our case, we have some elements, so this condition is going to fail. Hence, I can start from this where we have taken the I value 0. And now when I reach this for loop, where I have taken a range function of 1 comma len of nums. So len of nums is going to be 6 here. So range of 1 comma 6 is going to produce the values beginning with 1 goes up to 5, which means the j value will be beginning with 1, it goes till 5. So for the first time when the j value is 1, so when I check here, this condition nums of j means nums of 1. What is nums of 1 here? Nums of 1 is your 1. Not equal to nums of 0. So what is nums of 0? That is 1. So 1 not equal to 1. That is what I am checking here. So because 1 not equal to 1 is false, which means this if block will not execute at all. So this is the status till the end of this first iteration when j is 1. Now when we take up the next value of j, that is j value 2, once again when I compare here nums of j not equal to nums of I, because I is still 0, right? So nums of j not equal to nums of I means I am checking nums of 2. So nums of 2 means this index 2 is being compared with the element index 0. So that is 2 not equal to 1, it is true. Because it is true, hence these two statements will execute, which are part of your if block. What we have done here, we have incremented the present value of I by 1. So I, which was originally 0, now it has been updated to 1. Now then what we are doing, we are trying to update this nums of I. So what is the I value now? 1. So nums of I equal to nums of j, which means nums of 1, I mean this index element will be updated with nums of 2. What is nums of 2 presently? 2. I mean this 1 is now replaced with your 2. So the updated array as of now is 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 4. That is what we have got here. Now with the next iteration, your j becomes 3. Once again, when I check this if condition, nums of j not equal to nums of I, where j value is 3 and I value is 1, that is last updated here. So nums of 3 compared with nums of 1. What is nums of 3 holding? 3 and nums of 1 holding 2. So 3 not equal to 2 is true once again. As a result of this, again these two lines will execute, whereas this I becomes your 2, and coming to this assignment, nums of I means nums of 2. So the element index 2, this is assigned with nums of 3. What is nums of 3 is 3. So this 2 has been replaced with 3. As a result, by the end of this iteration, my array has 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. That is what we have got here. Now the next iteration when j value is 4, so I am verifying whether nums of j, that is nums of 4, not equal to nums of I. What is the I value? The updated last 2. So nums of 4 not equal to nums of 2. What is nums of 4 holding? 4. And nums of 2 holding 3. So 4 not equal to 3 is true. As a result, the if block will execute, and what will happen? The I gets updated to 3. Earlier it was 2, now it is becoming 3. And coming to this assignment where your nums of 4 is assigned to nums of 3. Nums of 4 is nothing but what? This 4, which is assigned to nums of 3. So this 3 will be now updated with your 4. As a result, my updated array is holding now 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 and 4. And for the last iteration when j becomes 5, I am going to compare nums of j, that is nums of 5, with nums of 3. That is what the last updated I value, right? So when I compare these two, num of 5, what is that? 4 not equal to nums of 3. Nums of 3 is holding what? 4 again. So because this condition is false, hence this if block will not execute. As we come to the end of this iteration, so this entire for loop gets over, and what I will return by the end of this function I plus 1. What is the present value of I? It is 3. So 3 plus 1, 4 is what this function is going to return. As a result of which this length is going to carry how much? I plus 1, that is 4. Now here what I am doing, I'm printing the updated array because I'm trying to print what are the unique elements present from the beginning till the end. So here I have taken nums and I'm mentioning the slice operator colon length. What is the length here? 4, which means I will be getting the elements like nums of 0, nums of 1, nums of 2 and nums of 3. And where what we have? Nums of 0 is 1, nums of 1 is 2, nums of 2 is 3 and nums of 3 is 4, which are the unique values. And finally we also printing the length. What is the length? Is 4. Thank you.